What is up, everyone? Welcome to my series of Lyme disease awareness videos for the month of May, which is Lyme disease awareness month, also mental health awareness month. This is the third video that I'm making, and this one is basically, so you just get Lyme disease. What do you do next? Do you just go to your primary care doctor and hope that he can treat you? I would strongly not recommend that. And I'm going to share some stories of that happened to me and explain different sites that could help you find a doctor and why you should try to find a different doctor. But before I get into that, like this video, smash that follow if you want to hear any more if this pertains to you, and hopefully if anyone that has Lyme disease actually finds this, maybe you get some helpful information out of it. Okay, so when I got diagnosed with Lyme disease, I first got diagnosed with Lyme disease and babesiosis by an emergency room doctor after I got Bell's palsy, and they thought I was having a stroke, but they ruled that out. So they gave me the medications and everything, but also, it was a couple of days after I was in the emergency room, so it's like I couldn't really talk to a doctor or understand like what that even was, especially like the babesiosis. I was like, excuse me, what did you say? What do I have? So then I waited and saw my primary care doctor, and my primary care doctor said, oh, well, you're treating with this and everything. So, you know what? He gave me like another prescription for doxycycline, even though I was already on doxycycline and a bunch of other stuff. And he basically was like Googling it stuff too. Awesome doctor. First of all, I really do like this doctor, but he was just not equipped to handle it. He basically said that I should be fine after the medications run out. But also he wanted, just in case I had any questions, I should probably see an infectious disease doctor. So he suggested I see one in Boston, which I did. So never mind, it took months. So it took months to go by. I was waiting for this because at this time now, I took the 6 weeks of doxycycline. I forget how long I was on all the anti-malarials and everything for babesiosis. And it helped, like my face from the Bell's palsy healed, and some of the stuff got better. But I started feeling sick again, even though I already took all the medicine. And I was just like, at this point, I'm like, all right, well, I was kind of getting freaked out because I'm like, you know what? I thought I should have been cured because they told me this is how, you cure Lyme disease. Months and months go by. I finally get in to see this doctor. I was so excited. I had all my notes ready. I had questions to ask this guy. We drove into Boston for the day, and I went in there. There's an older gentleman, and he straight up told me if I took the medicines, I should be fine, and that he pretty much didn't really think he could do anything. And also, he told me sometimes you still have some maybe lingering effects, and he says some people believe that you can still be sick after treating Lyme, and some people believe in chronic Lyme disease, and told me there was no such thing. And he was kind of a dick, and I have no problem sticking up for myself, but at the same time, I didn't know it at this point. I didn't know that much stuff, so I was so confused and just devastated because like I said, I waited months and I really, really wanted help. And this doctor straight up told me no such thing as chronic Lyme disease, and that I should not. I was like pretty much fine, like nothing I could do. Like maybe there's a few lingering effects, but basically just like shot me down. Wow, did that suck? So that didn't go good at all. I remember going back to my doctor. I go back to my primary care, and I was like, I need some help. Like, I'm still sick. This is crazy. He put me on 2 weeks of doxycycline. We'll just try 2 more weeks. And, that did not go good either. I took that, and anyone who knows you're on doxycycline, like, that is not fun. Like, it just shreds up your stomach and everything. So I did that because I'm trusting my doctor and stuff, and I still was sick. So by using that story, that's why I do not, unless like you have a doctor, primary care that understands Lyme disease, I fully recommend you look for an LLMD, which is a Lyme literate medical doctor. And there's big reasons to do this, and they actually understand the disease. But there's also, they won't just throw you on doxycycline, for 2 weeks or 3 weeks. One guy gave it to me for like 1 week. Like they can actually discuss, there's also natural like herbal supplements you can take and different protocols, holistic healing. And a lot of times, like sometimes if you get Lyme disease and you get treated, you can get better right away. It's awesome to stop it early, but there's a bunch of cases, especially like with mine, how I was undiagnosed for so long. It takes a lot to it. And with these doctors, they understand that there's you have to make some lifestyle changes. And like my regular primary knew nothing about that. So like they'll explain that there's a lot of maybe lifestyle changes you need to make and just different, completely forgot what I was going to say. Brain frog. I just said brain frog. I literally meant brain fog. See, you don't want to get brain frog or brain fog. Yeah, that went well. I don't even know how to edit these videos that good either. So we're leaving that in there. I'm just going to move on and pretend that didn't happen. So eventually I found a Lyme literate doctor and it went pretty good. I even ended up having to change from that one to another one. But like I said, there's so much different options out there, and they know that more than just keep throwing medications at you. There's different therapies that are available. There's a bunch of different treatment plans that they know a lot more about. And there's sometimes maybe diet changes you need, maybe further testings. Co-infections is a big one. Like my doctor didn't even know what babesiosis was. And I have Bartonella now, and so there's a bunch of other diseases like that too, like maybe your primary won't know too much about. So it is really important to get tested for those too, because when you get Lyme disease, especially like me that's had it for so long, it opens the door for so many other infections and so many stuff like that. So you definitely want that. And if you are looking for a doctor and you need help where to go, two things for you, two different websites. So LymeDisease.org. Check them out. Subscribe to that. Like become a member. Follow them everywhere. Awesome work they're doing over there. And there's a doctor searcher there too. You can actually find a good Lyme literate doctor on LymeDisease.org. And another one who's been awesome, GlobalLymeAlliance.org. Follow them too. Their Instagram's really awesome. They're really incredible, the stuff they share. They've reached out to me a few times. I've been featured on a few of their posts and everything. And they've actually given me a list of doctors, so they're really helpful too. Same thing, there's like a find a doctor thing there, so I highly recommend checking out those two things. And remember, just like you got to be your own health advocate, and just not your primary care might not understand this. It's a very complex disease. So go out there, find yourself a Lyme literate doctor. And if you already do have Lyme disease and saw this, you're like, oh yeah, that's probably common sense and everything, but it's not for someone who's new to Lyme disease. Like obviously, like now I've had this for a long time, so I completely understand how complicated it is, and I know a lot more about it. But I wish I knew that. Like when I first heard about that, I had no clue you'd have to find these special doctors that know more about it. So this could be super helpful if anyone sees it and you just got Lyme disease. So go out there, find yourself an LLMD, never give up. You're stronger than you think you are. Have the best day ever.